Hey everyone, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Friday, September 29th, 2017. Now, first of all, Moon is coming off of Pluto as we speak, or as I'm filming this. How's everyone feeling? Yeah, me too. Not feeling bad, but you know, not feeling that good either. Pluto always brings up some weird feelings I don't really like dealing with. But here we are, after all of that, kind of hanging out. And what's going on today is we've got the moon here coming off of Pluto. Let me get my pen out. We've got the moon here coming off of Pluto, making a square later today. It's actually not going to happen until 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Making a square here over here to Jupiter and to Uranus, which are in an opposition with each other, making another one of these T-squares, little arrow things. I'm telling you, we haven't had one of these T-squares of the moon in a really long time, and all of a sudden they're just hitting us. I think it's because we've got a lot of oppositions, and when you get a lot of oppositions going on, the moon comes around and forms a T-square to these things when it comes at the middle of degrees of this opposition, okay? So that's what we've got going on today. So I think what's happening, what that means, is that we're thinking a lot right now about where life is going and about what we see happening in our life and about our life direction and about the career that we want and about the reputation that we want in a lot of ways. And I think maybe as we're trying to think about those things, we're also thinking a lot about our relationships, how our relationships can help us get what we want in some way, and how we can really use our relationships to our advantage and to make sure that we're in the right relationships and the right partnerships. And I think the message today is, in order for you to figure out what kind of relationships you need to have and how you need to interact with people and what people are right for you, you need to figure out where you see your life. Like, and picture your life for me, you know, in a few years, and where do you see it, and wherever you see it, you need to figure out who are those people that can help you get in that direction and who are the ones that can't. And I think that if you start to think about your future and you start to think about some things like that, it's going to be easier for you to make some decisions that you need to make with people and to work better with people, to have just relationships that are better, okay? I think that's a big thing, the big thing for today, all right? I don't know why, T-squares have just been easy for me to interpret as well, so that's been good. While this is going on, I think there's a lot of communication that we're doing here with Mercury, since the moon is going to be in a trine with Mercury here, and I think this is going to be communication about, of course, our daily routines, how we can organize our day-to-day life in order to reach some dreams of ours, in order to move ourselves up in the world. And it's also going to be a little bit about people as well, because Mercury is going to move into Libra at the end of today as well. So I think we're thinking a lot about other people, a lot about our life and our daily routines, and just how we can really start to move ourselves in a better direction, in the direction that we want, and make the changes that we need, perhaps the cuts in relationships, renegotiate some of our relationships and our commitments, so that we really can begin to move forward in the way that we want. I think if we do that, it's going to help us overcome some uncomfortable feelings inside about our life, about what's going on, so that we really can begin to move forward, okay? It may also require us to think a little differently about our life and about what makes us happy and about where our life is going, especially with the moon here in a quincunx to the north node as well. So as we're trying to really figure some things out and figure out what direction we want our life to go in, it may feel, we may think it might not make us the most happy. We may feel like there's something in our hearts that's missing a little bit, but really needing to not get lost in that, and just to realize there are different things that can make you happy, you know, and sometimes being able to have the life that you want and move in that direction is ultimately going to get you to this happy thing, although it may not feel like it right now. And to just kind of hang tight and to think about things a little bit differently as you're trying to maneuver your life in the right direction, work with people to do it, talk about some big things that are going on your mind and all that kind of stuff. All right, so that's pretty simple what I see going on for today. We also have Venus about to come into an opposition with Neptune very close there. Could bring up confusion about relationships. Again, big relationship chapters coming in, because whenever you talk about Libra, you talk about other people and that kind of thing. So maybe some confusion there, trying to get more clarity about your relationships, hopefully by talking to people and figuring out where your life is going. I think that's a big thing. Again, needing to be compassionate about people if they realize that their life is going in a different direction than yours, which which could be something that comes up. People may not. People may decide that you're going in the same direction they are and partner with you, but I think you need to be willing to explore your relationship options too in the process with this opposition to Neptune coming in here. Also, Mars trine Pluto inching closer as well. So I think we're getting ready to make some big changes, to make some big moves in life, to do what it is that we want to do. I actually don't think we're there yet. I think we're trying to get there. I think yesterday was a little bit of a wake-up call to help us figure out where life is going, to see that there is more clarity there that is coming, but I still think we've got some changes we need to make, some work we need to do to make our life in a better spot, to really begin to step into that clarity that maybe we've started to get a little bit of a taste to lately. And I think now we're trying to make sure that we're doing the right thing, that our plans and our projects and the things that we're working on are going to put us in the right direction, and that we have the right people and commitments and things that we need to get there. Okay, so that's what I see too. Of course, Saturn very far away here, but almost in a trine with the North Node as well, saying if you can commit to doing something, there is some opportunities here, even if it doesn't feel like it, although I think it kind of does. I think we're kind of sensing something's coming, something's gonna break. We just have to keep moving forward through some hard times, and I think there's gonna be some good stuff coming out on the other side there. It's just kind of sorting all the details out in the meantime. That could be a little bit of just a pain here. So, all right. So glad today is Friday, because I always feel a little bit more productive, or a good bit more productive on the weekends with what I need to do. So, all right, your card for the day is Justice reversed. This to me is definitely a card of fairness and of balance. Okay, in relationships, in a lot of ways, this could indicate your relationships being out of balance, or your life being out of balance, and needing to do something to bring it back into balance in some way, and to do what is fair and to do what is right. This isn't about everyone being happy today. It's about what is best for you and your life, and what is best for everyone else involved too. You know, it's not like we're just gonna do whatever we need to do to make sure that everything's getting along great. It's like sometimes you have to upset people in order to make the right decision, okay? In order to make the decision that is best for everyone, sometimes it just doesn't make people happy, okay? So I think that's what I want to leave with you today, and to make the hard choice if you think it's going to put everyone involved in the place that they need to be in, okay? Today's a big relationship day, a lot going on, making some choices and decisions, trying to figure out where you see your life going and to really act on it. And I think you can do it if you're just serious about it here, if you're being genuine and honest and really trying to figure things out and make sure that everyone else understands where you're coming from, even if they don't like it. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. I'll stop repeating myself. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.